From the moment Cain raised his hand against Abel, the world of darkness has been cursed. In the lore of Vampire the Masquerade, all of vampiric history flows from that first murder. Cast out and cursed by angels, Cain wandered in sorrow until Lilith showed him how to use the blood to awaken supernatural gifts. He refused to submit to God's mercy and built a city, Enoch, in the land of Nod. There he became the Dark Father, siring 3 children, Enoch, Irad, and Zillah, who in turn created 13 ancients known later as the Antediluvians. These ancients spawned their own children and founded the clans that shaped Kindred society. The first city thrived for ages but was destroyed in a deluge. Cain cursed his descendants and withdrew from the world, leaving his blood-soaked children to build the second city. That second city collapsed under the weight of the Antediluvians' pride and the rebellion of their progeny. The third generation rose up and slew their sires, then scattered across the world. They built civilizations, raised temples and palaces, and experimented with their powers. In Carthage, the Bruja and Toreador cultivated a fleeting utopia where kindred and mortals lived together in relative harmony. Philosophers and scholars ruled there. Some say Carthage was the third city, yet Ventru, Tremere, Malkavians, and other clans allied with Rome and destroyed Carthage in 146 BCE. Citing dark rumors of a blood cult led by Troil that practiced human sacrifice, Carthage's fall sowed deep resentment that still fuels modern clan rivalries. For centuries, vampires hid in shadows while shaping empires. They rose within Egypt's dynasties and Rome's senates, guided crusades, and converted nations. Every age saw new treacheries. The Banu Hakim sought to balance justice by hunting corrupt kindred. Tremere warlocks, a cabal of mortal mages, stole immortality by diablerizing the Salubri founder Solit, warping their blood to become a full clan. Augustus Giovanni devoured Cappadocius and turned the clan of death into the mercantile Giovanni family. La Sombra and Simis elder gods slipped into torpor or vanished, weaving their children to squabble. By the Middle Ages, the masquerade was fraying. The Inquisition hunted supernatural beings, burning thousands. In response, elders sacrificed neonates to save themselves, driving younger vampires into open rebellion. The first Anarch Revolt erupted in the 15th century. Bruja neonates led by Patricia of Bolingbroke, calling herself Tyler, struck first, assassinating Ventru elder Hardestat with diablerie. The rebellion spread. Anarchs in Italy stormed the La Sombra Patriarch's fortress and consumed his blood, while Romanian anarchs attacked the Tsimisi's monastery, seemingly killing their antediluvian. The chaos forced elders to negotiate. At the Convention of Thorns in 1493, the Camarilla was founded, codifying 6 traditions, including the masquerade, into law. The Ventru and Tremere offered protection in exchange for loyalty and obedience. Many anarchs accepted, but La Sombra and Tsimisi refused. They combined anarch fervor with faith in Cain's return and formed the Sabbat, adopting the Valderie to purge blood bonds and worship the Dark Father. Peace was never stable. The Camarilla dominated Europe, enforcing secrecy and punishing violations. The Sabbat crusaded against elders and mortals alike. Bruja and Gangrel chafed under Ventru rule and occasionally revolted. In the 17th and 18th centuries, the Camarilla suppressed new anarch risings during the English Civil War and the French Revolution. When Tremere cursed the Assamites with a blood addiction, and Giovanni monopolized necromancy, the clan system ossified. By the early 20th century, kindred society appeared rigid, but external forces were building. In the final nights, everything began to unravel. Neonatal vampires of the 14th and 15th generations, thin-blooded dustborn, proliferated, their vitae diluted and unstable. In 1999, the Week of Nightmares struck India. The Ravnos Antediluvian awoke, devoured its clan, and unleashed hallucinations and destruction before being annihilated by combined mortal and supernatural firepower. For the first time, an antediluvian died publicly, and a red star wormwood hung in the sky as omen. That same year, the Second Anarch Revolt erupted in Los Angeles. Bruja Jeremy McNeil and Salvador Garcia, beaten by Prince Don Sebastian, turned their anger into a revolution, overthrowing the Camarilla and founding the Anarch Free State. McNeil wrote the Status Perfectus, and Garcia penned the Anarch Manifesto, declaring all vampires equal and free to govern themselves. Their free states survived Sabbat crusades and even a Quasian invasion, proving that elder domination was not inevitable. The 21st century brought even greater calamities. The collapse of Shreknet and the rise of the hunters known as First Light signaled a new enemy, the Second Inquisition. Led by the United States NSA and CIA, and backed by the Vatican's Society of Leopold, these hunters captured ghouls, cracked the Nosferatu's networks, destroyed the Tremere Chantry in Vienna, and declared London rid of Kindred. They used modern surveillance and special forces to identify and exterminate vampires, forcing the Camarilla to tighten the masquerade and ban digital communication. At the same time, elders began disappearing. A supernatural compulsion called the Beckoning drew Methuselahs and ancients to the Middle East and North Africa. No one knows who or what summons them. Some whisper Antediluvians, others say Gehenna itself. Elders abandon their domains, leaving cities leaderless and vulnerable. In the vacuum, anarchs and younger Camarilla vampires vie for power. La Sombra defect to the tower, Hecata unify necromantic bloodlines. Banu Hakim and Ministry rejoin the mainstream. Meanwhile, Sabbat packs interpret Wormwood and the Week of Nightmares as signs that the end times have begun. They launch the Gehenna War, also called the Gehenna Crusade, into the deserts, hunting Methuselahs to diablerize them before they can devour their children. Camarilla and Ashira, the Muslim Kindred sect, form a shaky alliance to fight the Sabbat, but quickly betray each other. Some elders go into autarky, while cults worshipping Methuselahs emerge. The Anarchs see opportunity but face their own rifts as sects fracture over ideology and survival. These converging crises define the modern Knights. The Camarilla's rigid hierarchy is failing. The Sabbat is consumed by holy war. The Anarchs struggle to hold their fragile freedom. Thin bloods brew strange alchemical concoctions and walk in daylight. Hunters with infrared drones and ghoul-sniffing dogs patrol city alleys. Elders vanish, and their children ascend or disappear. The old prophecy of Gehenna, the night when Antediluvians rise to devour all vampires, no longer feels like myth. Instead, it takes shape as the Gehenna War, the Beckoning, and the Second Inquisition. Whether the end arrives as divine wrath, a mortal purge, or an endless war among monsters, one truth endures. In Vampire the Masquerade, the shadows of the past never stay buried, and the choices of today shape the night to come. The Book of Nod says the end is coming, but how it arrives is up to us. Share your theories below and join me next time as we explore more of the truths that the clans would rather keep buried. If you enjoyed this journey into the lore of Vampire the Masquerade, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell. There are plenty more stories in the world of darkness, and you won't want to miss what's coming next.